Ever wondered which programming language is your toxic ex, your therapist, or your emotionally unavailable best friend? Let's take a brutally honest tour through the most iconic programming languages, where the bugs are real, the pain is deep, and the sarcasm is necessary for survival. JavaScript. JavaScript is basically that friend who says they'll help you move, but shows up with broken arms. Created in 1995 in just 10 days, which explains a lot, it powers 98% of the web, despite developers spending 98% of their time complaining about it. It has more frameworks than you have commitment issues, and somehow undefined is not a function has become the most read sentence in human history. Python, born in 1991 by Guido van Rossum, while he was apparently just done with semicolons, Python is the Toyota Corolla of programming languages. Not thrilling, but reliable, and your mom probably uses it. From web development to AI, data science, and making other programmers feel bad about their verbose code, Python does it all. Fun fact: Python devs spend more time arguing over spaces versus tabs than actually writing code. Java showed up in 1995 shouting, "Write once, run anywhere," but conveniently forgot to mention debug everywhere. It powers enterprise apps, Android, and developer depression. Java devs in the wild are easily spotted creating class factory builder implementation singletons for problems that don't even exist. The JVM is Java's greatest invention, and the reason your laptop sounds like it's preparing for takeoff. C++ created in 1985 by Bjarne Stroustrup, who clearly asked, what if programming could cause physical pain? C++ is used for high-performance stuff, game dev, and torturing computer science students. C++ devs either know exactly what they're doing or have no clue at all. There is no middle ground. Also, forgetting a semicolon can crash your program and corrupt your soul. Yay, C# Microsoft's love letter to Java, written in 2000 right after a messy breakup. Think of it as what Java would be if it finally went to therapy. Used for Windows apps, Unity game dev, and making Java devs jealous, CUIs is the suburban dad of programming. He used to rock in a band, but now mows his lawn in New Balance sneakers. PHP. In 1994, Rasmus Lerdorf was just trying to track visitors on his online resume. Instead, he accidentally created a monster. PHP powers 75% of server-side websites, to the horror of the other 25%. Its devs have Stockholm Syndrome, and the docs are somehow better than the language itself. Oh, and PHP stands for PHP, Hypertext Preprocessor, which is recursive, and the least of its problems. Ruby, born in 1995 in Japan, Ruby is the language of devs who use words like elegant and beautiful, unironically. Yukihiro Matsumoto created it to make programming fun, which is adorable. Ruby on Rails made web dev actually enjoyable, until JavaScript frameworks showed up and ruined it again. Ruby devs are the vegans of programming. They'll tell you about it without being asked. Go Google birthed Go in 2009 because clearly C++ wasn't causing enough arguments. Go is famous for simplicity, blazing concurrency, and having the least Googleable name ever. Go devs spend half their time explaining why error handling without exceptions is amazing, while crying on the inside. Fittingly, its mascot is a gopher, because most Go code involves burrowing through endless error checks. Rust, born in 2010 at Mozilla, Rust is what happens when safety and performance go on a date and actually hit it off. Used for systems programming by people who ditched C++ but still crave intellectual superiority. Rust prevents memory errors and also prevents you from ever finishing a project. The compiler is basically an emotionally abusive partner who's technically always right. Swift, Apple's peace offering to developers in 2014, after forcing them to use Objective-C for years. It's like being allowed to use a spoon after eating soup with a fork. Swift is for iOS and macOS, and its devs can be spotted by their turtlenecks and haunted expressions after every Xcode update. Deep inside, every Swift developer has a secret folder of bizarre compiler errors, which they plan to frame as abstract art when they finally quit.